Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you all so much for joining me here today for a new pick a card reading. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome in. My name is Melissa, and today's topic is going to be how's your person currently thinking and feeling about you and this connection. So this is just going to be a little energy check-in at this current moment in time with your person. We're going to look to see what their current energy is toward this connection. I'm going to be shuffling all the decks live on camera, so your selected tarot deck will be shuffled live on camera, and then all the different supporting decks that I'm going to be using, we're going to be live shuffling throughout, so just be prepared. This could be a little bit of a longer video just because of that. If that bothers you, you can always fast forward through the shuffling. Keep in mind, you guys, these are general readings, so some messages may resonate super specifically with your situation while others may not. Just use your intuition, take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. If you do want to book a personal reading, you can book me on Hey Hero. I'll have the link in the description box down below if you would like to schedule a personal read on your situation there. Make sure you guys stay till the end of your pile because I'm also going to be doing something a little different in today's reading. I'm going to be working with a couple of different decks that are going to help us look at some potential time frames for this connection. So whether it's like maybe the next time you see this person, whether or not things will improve, I'm going to be channeling that for you guys at the end. And keep in mind, you guys, this is just a snapshot of current energy. I'm going to be as honest with you as I can because I think it's important that you guys get the truth in these readings and that it's not sugar-coated messages here. But it is just a snapshot in time. So things are always changing. Things are always shifting. If you see something read out for you in this reading today about your person that feels uncomfortable for you or you don't really like what you're seeing, just know that things can always change in the future. All right? So let's go ahead and we're going to get into our deck selection. So we're working with 3 different decks today. Starting here on the left, we have a Waite deck with some blue chalcedony. In the center here, we've got deck 2. This is the Wild Unknown Tarot, and this is a little rose quartz tumble. And then deck 3, we have the Star Spinner Tarot, and this is a little lepidolite, little slab here. So take a deep breath. Pause the video if you need to. Think about your person. Think about how they're currently feeling. Go ahead and select the deck or the crystal you're feeling the most intuitively guided to, really selecting with your intuition and your gut instincts versus your eyesight. And once you've made that selection, you can scroll down to the description box below where you will find the timestamp that'll skip you ahead to your reading. See you there. Hey there, Group 1. If you guys selected this first Waite Tarot deck with the blue chalcedony, this is going to be your reading where we're going to see how your person is currently feeling about you and about this connection. So I'm going to set this off to the side for just a moment. We're going to start off by channeling the overall energy of this connection using this oracle deck here. So let's go ahead and see for pile 1. How is their person currently feeling about them? All right, we have karmic partner. Oh my gosh. Okay, this one's falling out. We have regret. Okay. I was kind of feeling that vibe, you guys, like as I was shuffling these cards, I started to kind of feel a really uncomfortable feeling in my throat. Yeah. So just initially looking at these 2 cards, I would definitely say that this person has been really triggered by this connection and really triggered by this relationship. I think that this connection feels or has felt really, really tough for them. And karmic partners, whether your person is aware of this or not, typically when we see the karmic partner coming up, this is talking about a very triggering connection that has come into someone's life to teach them a lesson about themselves. It's to help their soul's growth and evolution here. We have a lot of emotion here with the full moon. And just like the energy of this regret card, I think this person has a lot of unresolved emotions around this relationship, and they regret something that happened here. Maybe they regret the way that they treated you. They regret the way things went down. Maybe for some of you guys, there might have been a third person involved in this connection because we also have here, this always strikes me in this card, how we've got like this couple kind of sitting here and then this third person sort of off to the side. So it's like For some of you guys, maybe they regret having other people too connected or too involved in this relationship. So let's kind of set these off to the side, and we're going to do the tarot cards next. I'm going to like put this up here. I already shuffled them off camera, so let's just kind of see. For pile 1, Spirit, how's their person currently feeling about this connection? Let's get some clarifying energy here. Okay, so we have the Death card coming in. How are they feeling, Spirit? Okay, we have a 7 of Wands reversed. Okay, and we have a Knight of Pentacles coming up reversed. Let's go ahead and clarify this Death card. Judgment. Clarify the 7 of Wands reversed. How are they feeling? The Hermit card reversed. And let's go ahead and clarify this Knight of Pentacles with the High Priestess. Okay. Bottom deck energy, we have a 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, I'm going to get one more Love Oracle card, and then we will get into the full interpretation. So how is pile 1's person currently feeling about them and about this connection in general, please? Heartbreak. Not surprising to see, you guys. I think that this person, look at this. Bottom deck energy is the energy of fun. I feel like what happened in this connection is that maybe this person, maybe they treated you guys a little bit too casually. Maybe they were too kind of like up in the air about what they wanted. I think that this person was probably someone that you guys did enjoy a lot of positive times with, a lot of good times. I think they have fond memories of you and of this relationship, because we see that in that undertone of the deck. But like this person, they're not feeling great right now about like losing you or not being in communication with you, or even if you guys still are in communication, like they're not feeling good about it. They're not feeling good about the situation. The energy that I'm getting here is like really stuck energy. Like it feels very stuck. It feels very like slow progress, if that makes sense. So starting off over here with the Death card with Judgment, I think that this person feels like, I want to say they lost you, because that just like wanted to come out of my mouth, and then I hesitated, and it's like, no. I think that they feel like they might have lost you. I think they feel like there's some big change that needs to happen, a big shift that needs to happen in this connection. Or maybe they had this opportunity in the past here to take this connection to a different level, to make some change, transition this connection into something new and different. And I'm getting this vibe that like they just maybe dropped the ball, or they missed the opportunity. Like 4 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, this is kind of like letting it go, letting something go, releasing something from our grasp. This can also talk about opening up. Like it's not always a bad thing. Maybe this person tried to open up in the past and they weren't successful, but more so what I'm getting with this and the 7 of Wands reversed here is like, I think this person might have given up on this connection, or they've given up on it right now. They're definitely in this place where they're feeling very hopeless. Like they feel that they've hit sort of like a rock bottom energy here with you. But yeah, it's like they definitely feel that there's an important change or shift that needs to be made in this connection. And Judgment really talks about us like needing to step up to the plate, like kind of needing to decide, like, you know, we're at this fork in the road, we're being called to something bigger and better. And it's just about, are we going to rise to the occasion and make the necessary changes? So like for some of you guys, they might be doing some work on themselves and trying to make changes just in their personal life, if you guys are in separation here. But like majority of you, I'm feeling like they just, like they know that something needs to change. And I think a lot of them feel that they maybe dropped the ball here. We also have the 7 of Wands with the Hermit card being reversed. So this is giving me this feeling of like, I almost am getting a sense that they're trying to like, I'm getting a couple messages here, so bear with me. Take what resonates for your situation. But for some of them, I feel like this is just maybe that this person feels like just really hopeless in a sense of like they've given up on this connection, and they're kind of like overly isolating or becoming a recluse, if that makes sense. Like it's like this extreme feeling of like giving up, not putting in the effort with that Knight of Pentacles reversed, and just feeling like they're just not going to come out of hiding. Like they're just stuck in their shell. They're in this stuck energy. But for others of you guys out there, this almost feels like a willingness in a sense to try to open up a little bit. Remember the Four of Pentacles, I was saying it can talk about trying to open up a little bit more versus holding things so close to your chest. Seven of Wands reversed, Hermit reversed. This can be talking about maybe your person is in a place right now where they're feeling like they can let their defenses down a little bit and come out of their shell. You know, like there is sort of like this energy shift of like maybe for some of them wanting to come out and let their guard down a little bit when it comes to you. But there is a lot of hurt and there's a lot of pain here. So the message will vary depending on like your specific situation. For some of you, this person is definitely like not coming out of hiding right now is what I feel. I almost think that this person is needing a little bit of time right now to sort of like sort through how they're feeling, sort through their own emotions. You know, Knight of Pentacles reversed is really saying like there's a lack of progress here. There's like this stuck energy. I think this person just feels really stuck. That's really the energy I'm getting. It's like they know that there's a change that needs to be made in this connection, but it's like they're stuck. They're not sure how to do it. And I think with the High Priestess card being here, it's like they might be leaning back and trying to kind of gather a little bit more information, whether it's about you or about the circumstances at play here, before they put forth the effort. I also think that this person feels that you're someone that's very like highly intuitive, and like I think that they feel like you can probably see right through them in a lot of ways. Some of you guys might be psychic, you may have psychic abilities or just really strong intuition. And so I feel like this person knows that like they can't come at you with lazy energy. Like they would have to come in their authentic self, and they would have to put in the right effort for someone like you. Because you're going to be able to tell if it's fake or if it's lazy or if it's not, you know, what it should be. So this is really heavy energy, you guys. I'm going to, let's pull some of these message cards and then we'll look at some time frames for this connection. So for pile one, you know what's interesting too, you guys? You all picked this blue chalcedony stone, and this stone is said to have the ability to help with stuck energy and the ability to help with goals, ambitions, and like that kind of passionate, driven energy. So maybe this is a good sign for a lot of you that this person is like knowing that they need to make a change. Like they're knowing that they have to have some focus or purposeful energy when it comes to this relationship. Let's see. How are they feeling for pile one? Mistakes. I will make things right between us one day. Yeah. Like I said, you guys, this person has a lot of regrets over the way that they treated you. I think that whatever they did, however they handled the situation, like there was a severe lack of judgment here on their part. And they're thinking about it. Like, I don't really think this person is in like a good headspace when it comes to this connection. They seem like they're really struggling, to be honest. I almost feel like they broke their own heart in a sense because they just messed it up. All right, how are they feeling? Let's get a couple more. Okay. Oversight. I know I made a huge mistake. Oh my gosh, you guys, like this person, yeah, like the fact that mistakes keeps coming up like twice, this person definitely knows they dropped the ball. They screwed something up here. So if you're wondering if they're regretful and sorry, they are. And they are aware of what they did wrong. Okay. We also have influence. You've affected my life significantly. Yeah. This person, I feel like you guys really made this person better. I feel like this was probably a connection where you all brought a lot to the table, especially in this High Priestess energy. Like I think you guys have a lot of really amazing knowledge and insights just like on life in general. And I think this person really learned a lot from connecting with you. And I think that this experience with you being like a karmic partner, this being a karmic situation here, like I think that this whole experience really pushed this person to come to a realization about themselves, maybe the way they're going about relationships or the way that they're living their life. Something about it isn't working for them. It's not serving them in their highest good. And I feel like you guys really woke this up for them. We also have telepathy at the bottom of the deck. You're never far from my mind. So yeah, this person, like, they definitely are still connected to you. So even if you guys aren't necessarily like, in communication, they are thinking of you a lot. Actually, I think here's what I'm going to do. So we're going to use this deck here. I'm going to use the full deck. And we're going to channel just any additional messages for you about this connection. This deck does have time frames in it, so maybe a time frame will come out, but I'm also going to use my other deck for time frames. So let's just kind of see what else pile 1 needs to know about this connection at this time. So for my viewers, for pile 1, what else do they need to know about this person or this connection at this current moment in time? We have compromise. So this is kind of about like, let's get another one. What do they need to know? And remain positive. So for you, my viewer, I think that like, if this person comes back in, I think that there's going to be a need for you to let go of the past, especially if they're coming to you in good faith, if they've come back and they are, or even if you guys are not in separation and you're moving through this energy together with this person, what Spirit is saying is there's a need to balance things out. There's a need to come to a compromise. Like whatever event happened here that this person is feeling regretful for, like there could be a difference in values that you guys shared around whatever this issue was or the situation. And there's a need to try to, I think, at least meet this person halfway and remain positive and optimistic, not only about this person, but about your love life in general, right? I think that if you guys keep your vibration high, and you are thinking positive thoughts, assuming the best before you assume the worst. I know sometimes it's easier said than done, but like if you assume the best versus the worst, you're going to probably get a little bit more favorable outcome anyway. But there's definitely going to be a need for you. Oh, sorry guys. There's definitely going to be a need for you guys to, sorry, I just like took y'all on a ride. There's definitely going to be a need for you guys to stay balanced and try not to come into the situation with an all or nothing, like it's my way or the highway type of energy, because I don't think that that's going to serve the situation in its highest good. This person is coming through, like, I don't know what they did. I would love for you guys to tell me, but like they're definitely coming through as highly regretful. And I think that they see very clearly the error of their ways. So continuing to harp on it may not be giving you the best outcome here, if that makes sense. So let's take a look at this little time frames deck and let's just kind of see if there's any specific time frames that you guys should be aware of for this connection. So for pile 1, what are some specific time frames in which they should know about this connection as the energy stands today? We have Cancer season. So around the summertime is coming in. Cancer season, this is going to be like the ending of June, early July. Let's just get one more. Next, fire sign season. So whenever you guys are viewing this video, it'll be the next fire sign season that's coming through for some of you out there. So that's going to be, I'm uploading this during probably Capricorn season. So the next fire sign season would be Aries season. So Aries, Leo, Sag, those are all the fire sign seasons. So again, depending on where we're at in the timeline, that may be a time frame of significance for some of you, depending on when you watch the video, and Cancer season. So this doesn't necessarily mean this is when this person is like coming back or the situation is resolved. It's just very vague. It's a timeline of significance. So you guys can kind of take that information as you will, okay? I hope this was able to help you guys out. Thank you all so much for taking the time to view today's reading. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. I really appreciate the support, and I will see you all in another reading soon. Bye. Hey there, group 2. If you guys picked this rose quartz tumble, this will be your reading where we're going to look and see kind of how your person is currently feeling about you and about this connection. So we're going to push this guy off to the side. I want to start by shuffling this oracle deck so we can take a look at their overall energy at this time. So for pile 2, please tell us how their person is currently feeling or thinking about this relationship with pile 2. How are they currently feeling about the viewer? Okay, we have the Observer card coming through. Let's get one more. We also have Lessons coming in. Return at the bottom of the deck. This person may want to come back into your life, you guys. It feels like they're reaching for you. If you guys haven't communicated with this person, they're energetically reaching out to you. And I think that this is coming through social media. This person is definitely in a place where they're very curious about what you're doing. They're keeping tabs on you. I feel like for some of you might already know this. Like you can probably see if they're viewing your Instagram stories and stuff like that. But I think a lot of them actually might be really keeping themselves hidden here as they're observing you online. I just recently found out that there's like actual websites you can go on to like lurk people's Instagram stories without having to follow them, and they never know it's you. So I'm almost feeling like some of you guys, this person might be doing that. Like they might actually be going to that extreme to like keep tabs on you on social media or something. But I also think that there's this energy of like reflection that this person has had around this connection. And so them keeping tabs on you, I don't think it's necessarily like a negative thing or like a nefarious thing. I think it's about them trying to figure out like the next move, if that makes sense, or what they want to do here, how they want to act. Because, you know, I feel like this person may have learned something from you or reflected on something about this connection, learned something about this connection. They're feeling enlightened around it. And it's like now that they've learned the lesson, I think that them keeping tabs on you is a way to see like, I think it's one of two things. We're going to get obviously more info with the cards, but I feel like it's a way to figure out like, how do I get back in with pile 2, or what do I do next? And for some of them, it could just be a thing of like them checking on you to see like how it makes them feel, you know, kind of like checking in to see like, have I learned this lesson? Am I over pile 2? Something like that. So let's get some tarot cards. We're going to push these guys off to the side here for a moment. And let's just kind of see how this person for pile 2 is currently feeling. So how's pile 2's person currently feeling about them? Okay. We have the Son of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands. We also have a 2 of Pentacles. How are they feeling about pile 2? Okay. So we have the 3 of Cups coming up with the Star card. I feel like those go together because they came out at the same time. Let's get a clarifying card here for the Knight of Wands. How are they feeling? What is this Knight of Wands about? And then we have the Chariot card reversed. Okay. And what about this 2 of Pentacles? How's this person feeling? We have the Sun card. Okay. This energy feels way less heavy than pile 1's group, so this is already good. Bottom deck energy, we have the Mother of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups. So I want to get one more card here. I want to get a just one more love oracle card so we can just get some more information, and then we'll get into the interpretation of these messages. So for pile 2, how is their person currently feeling? Oh my God. This person has a lot of cards coming out. I think we're just gonna, hold on, let's just go back because this person I think has a lot to say. I feel like this person's energy is really active because just as I've been shuffling these cards, and they do have a Knight of Wands here, which we're gonna get to in a second, but like so many cards keep falling out of the deck as I'm shuffling this pile. Okay, so we have Heartbreak. That's so funny because this came up for pile 1 too. So listen, you guys, I think this person definitely is wanting to work their way back in some form or fashion. So if you guys have been in separation, maybe you haven't talked to this person in a little while, whether it's just been short-term, long-term, whatever. I definitely see that this person wants to be back in your good graces. I think that they're observing you because maybe they've achieved some space of enlightenment around this connection that they didn't have in the past. And I feel like there's a lesson here that they have learned. I feel like this person, maybe in the past, with this Son of Wands, the Chariot card reverse, like the Knight of Wands is a very impulsive energy. It's a very sexual energy. It's like a sexually charged person. I think that this person was very impulsive with you guys in the past, and I think that they probably like flew into your life, probably wanted to like have sex, you know what I mean, or like hook up, or like they came in with just like this really passionate but like impulsive energy that they weren't really thinking things through, right? They were really hot for you. I think that they have and still feel a lot of physical attraction to you. But with the Chariot card reverse, there's like this energy of like they didn't really have a focus. They didn't really have a plan. They were just kind of like all over the place when they came in and tried to like offer something to you in the past. And so like I think this person has now come to this realization here that like they need to be a little bit more cautious. They need to be a little bit more practical and thought out about the way that they're going about their approach here. I feel like this was the lesson for them. You know, like Two of Pentacles really talks about feeling we need to like weigh our options and really make a smart decision about like what type of connection that we can have in our life. You know, Two of Pentacles, maybe this person has been dealing with some financial issues at this time. Maybe this person has been dealing with like, you know, just trying to balance other priorities in their life. And so when it comes to relationships, you know, in order for us to have a relationship, we have to make sure that we have enough space for one right now. You know what I mean? And so I think that this person has done a lot of self-reflection on this with the Sun. And I think that they've reached a place of enlightenment as it pertains to like what they actually have time for and what they don't. What can they really offer to someone versus what they can't? How much energy do they really have to spend, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But I definitely think that this person feels very happy and very joyful around you. There's a lot of passion here. They definitely see you as like a good friend, if anything. But the Three of Cups can also talk about wanting a higher level of commitment too. Like it's that reunion energy of like coming back in, reconciling, things like that. And I definitely think that this person is wanting a reconciliation with you. And they're very hopeful with the star energy that this will happen for them. I think this person may like, maybe at times, they may sort of like idealize this relationship or this connection, like, because the star sort of like, it's a funny energy because it's beautiful in the sense that it's about like hope and optimism. But this card can also talk about like when you're daydreaming about something, but you're not necessarily taking action toward it. So it seems like in the past they were like taking action with no plan, but coming into like the near future here, there's like this hopeful reconciliation. And it doesn't necessarily mean that there's going to be a lot of movement from this. We're going to see, I'm going to get more insight here, but like it definitely feels like they're wanting some sort of like reunion with you, even just as friends first. And they feel very hopeful that this will happen for them and for you. But again, like with this observer energy, it's kind of like, you know, we'll see if they actually act or if they don't. I think right now they're in this energy of kind of like just trying to decide how to do it. I definitely think this person feels very emotionally connected to you with the Mother of Cups. I think this person really sees you as being like this very kind, caring, compassionate energy. I think that they do realize now that they had more of an emotional connection with you. And look, underneath of this, we have the Moon card and the Lovers card. Yes, you guys, this person, you guys definitely have like a soulmate connection. This person may also be a Gemini, and we also have Pisces and Aquarius and Leo's energy here, and Cancer. So like every sign basically. But you know, the Lovers definitely talks about a soulmate connection. But what's interesting here is with the Moon kind of covering it up, the Moon card sort of talks about these subconscious fears that we have around intimacy or subconscious fears that we have around relationships. I think that this person, maybe they felt or even still feel sometimes that they're not 100% sure like what direction they see this relationship going in. And maybe there's something about your energy that's sort of bringing up some of these like more hidden fears around relationships and connection and commitment that they may still not even be totally aware of what those feelings are. But I definitely think that they are wanting to come back together with you. And I feel like they are sad, like not having you around them. I almost wonder if this person, like for some of you guys, they may have maybe when you guys initially connected with them, they were already sort of like heartbroken or dealing with like a tough situation in their life. Maybe they had just gotten out of a relationship or something like that. But yeah, this energy still feels pretty optimistic though. So let's get some message cards. Let's kind of see like what they would say to you if they were being for real with you about how they felt. So for pile 2, how's this person feeling right now about my viewers here? Words, our conversations still linger in my mind. So something that y'all talked about, or maybe something you guys did when you spent time together. Maybe you guys had a lot of deep conversation. Maybe they've learned something from feedback that you've given them, or just a specific conversation that you guys had. It definitely feels like they've been thinking a lot and reflecting a lot on this relationship. Okay. Safe. You feel like home to me, which is beautiful. Like, this person definitely feels very comfortable and warm in your presence with that Sun card. Look at this. You're the only person who truly gets me. Yeah, I think they really feel like they had a very unique connection with you guys. But I almost feel like with that Knight of Wands that they just weren't really fully ready. Because the Knight of Wands, it's so interesting. It always makes me laugh whenever like people feel so safe with someone, because like the Knight of Wands energy really isn't an energy that they're offering up to you that would be a safe, secure energy. Like if they were coming in and they were really like impulsive and they were like, you know, you could maybe tell that they like maybe wanted to sleep with you, or if the connection was based just like on physical or passion, like, you know, this energy isn't safe because it blows hot and then it goes cold really, really quick. Because typically what happens with this energy is that like we rush into something because it feels really great in the moment, and then we realize after some time goes by, like there are certain things that we didn't think through. You understand? So it's just interesting that they feel so safe with you, but like I don't really necessarily feel that this person did the best job of creating a safe environment for you guys. You know what I mean? Maybe hopefully this is something that they're aware of. Let's see. One more card. Gratitude. I'm a better person because of you. Yeah. I think that you help this person feel like really inspired about life again. And look, we have understanding coming out again. So like they definitely feel grateful to have connected with you. I think that something about this relationship really pushed them to do better. Maybe in love or just for themselves in general. And they definitely recognize you as being someone really special. So let's get a couple more messages for you, my viewer, and then we'll close it out with a time frame or two for you for this relationship. So what do my pile 2 viewers need to know about this connection with their person at this time? Peaceful resolution. Okay, let's get one more. We also have take action. So I feel like what this is saying is that if you guys want to have a peaceful, like, and we also have to get more information at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you guys may still have some lingering, I mean, obviously if you're at this reading, there's probably some lingering confusion about this person, or curiosity at least. I feel like Spirit is saying that like there's definitely this undertone of needing to get more information, and maybe this would help you guys find some closure at the very least if you were able to like come to some sort of peaceful resolution through taking action. So taking action can mean whatever it should mean for you, right? Maybe your way of finding peaceful resolution is taking the action to cut the cord here. Maybe your peaceful resolution would be taking action and communicating with this person. Like, I don't want to tell you guys what to do because every situation is going to be different, and you should use your intuition to find the peaceful resolution that feels good for you. But I don't think that this situation is quite as bad as what you might be thinking it is, to be honest with you, because I don't really see that this person had like bad intent. I almost feel like they didn't have intent at all. Do you understand? Like it's almost this energy of just like diving in head first, but not really thinking things through, you know? So I think that if you guys wanted to reach some sort of like peaceful resolution with this person, you could do that, but you are probably gonna have to be the one to take action, because again, like this person, I feel like if they come forward to you, they may still kind of be working out this impulsive energy and trying to kind of figure out how to do things the right way. And again, with that star card, like this is not always an energy of action. It's like they might be really just thinking about reuniting with you, but maybe they're holding back on how to take the action right now. So if you guys are wanting it, you're gonna maybe have to do it yourselves, is what I'm getting here. Let's go ahead and see, let's get some time frames for you with regard to this connection. So what time frame do my pile 2 viewers need to know about with regard to this relationship here and this person? So we have Aquarius season, which is going to be probably when you guys are viewing this video. It should be coming up really soon after. Let's get another card. We also have December. Let's get one more for pile 2. A few weeks from now. So it kind of feels like this connection, look at this, at the last minute, there's that impulsive energy. I almost feel like this person is going to be like impulsively like jumping back into your life in a sense. But listen, for time frames, we have Aquarius season and December. So for some of you guys, there's a significant, like, and when I channel these time frames, I want you guys to know that like this doesn't necessarily mean that this is when this person's coming back or when the situation will be resolved. These are just time frames of significance. So for some of you guys, like I'm feeling like the month of December, just because of the timing in which I'm uploading this video, there could be something that happened in December that was significant for this relationship. And with Aquarius season and a few weeks from now coming up, it almost feels like resolution is coming really soon, like in the next few weeks from when I'm uploading this video. But this reading is timeless. So for some of you guys, if you're finding the video like months and months from the time I've uploaded it, these time frames are going to mean different things for you. But this is what Spirit is highlighting. So you guys just kind of take those time frames as you will, and use your intuition to discern what's trying to be told to you right now. So we're gonna go ahead and close it out there, group 2. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to view this video. If you guys did enjoy, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out to get my content out there. And I will see you guys in a new video soon. Bye. Hey there, group 3. If you guys picked this little lepidolite crystal, let's go ahead and take a look and see how your person is currently thinking and feeling about you and your connection. So I'm going to start by shuffling this oracle deck, and we're going to just kind of channel their overall energies here. So let's see for pile 3. What's pile 3's person currently feeling about this relationship? So we have Mask. And we have the 5th dimension. Bottom deck energy is the energy of surrender. So I think this person right now is feeling, just overall, what I'm getting from this energy, I think that they're a little bit kind of in a place where they don't really want to show how they really feel. They're hiding. With this surrender card here at the bottom, it's like, this is giving me the impression that they've sort of kind of released this connection, at least in the 3D for the time being. I think that this person is still very much connecting with you. So for those of you guys that don't know, the 5th dimension kind of talks about like, you know, you're still very much on this person's mind. I think that this person is likely having dreams about you. I think this person is thinking about you a lot. They may also be staying connected through you through social media. meaning like they're watching your stories or, things like that. Those are kind of little things that can happen that keep the connection alive in the 5D. So it's like if you guys are always thinking about this person and you don't want to be thinking about this person, just know that when you're thinking of them, you're keeping the 5D connection alive. Even getting tarot readings and like tapping into their energy is sort of keeping a 5D connection alive. So just keep that in mind for some of you that may be curious. But yeah, they're definitely having this moment of like they're thinking a lot about you. They still feel very connected to you spiritually, but they're not ready at this time to reveal their true feelings or their true intentions. So let's see. They're hiding it. You know what I mean? Now, if you guys do connect with this person in person, I think that this is just them coming through as like not feeling ready to show who they truly are. So let's see. How is this person feeling about pile 3, please? We have a Queen of Swords. Okay. How's this person feeling about pile 3? We have the Page of Wands reversed. And we have a Page of Pentacles coming in. Clarifying the Queen of Swords, please. We have the Emperor card. Ooh, interesting. Okay, clarifying the Page of Wands reversed. We have the Fool reversed. And then clarifying this Page of Coins, please. We have a Knight of Coins reversed. Bottom deck energy, we have the Ace of Wands. Interesting. I'm going to pull one more Love Oracle, and then we'll see kind of what we get here. So how is pile 3's person currently feeling about them, Spirit? Okay, we have Patience coming up. Yeah, I think that makes sense here. And bottom deck energy, we have regret. I just have to point out that almost every pile has had a regret message in it. So there's a lot of these people out here that regret what they did. It's too bad they can't see it in the moment when they're doing it, right? All right, so let's see. What do we have going with your person? This person I think is very inspired by you. I think that they find you to be really exciting with this Ace of Wands here. And I definitely feel that they see that this connection has a lot of potential to grow into something really passionate. And it's interesting with the Patience card here and all the pentacles that we have. It's I almost think that even though this person feels chemistry with you, maybe they're learning a lesson about not being impulsive. Maybe they're trying to learn a lesson or approach the situation through patience and taking things slow, allowing things to happen when the timing is right. Number 7s also for me talk about spiritual lessons. So this is why I say this could be a lesson that this person is moving through. And maybe this is why they are wearing a mask right now and not totally showing you how they feel or what their true intentions are just yet. So with the Queen of Swords and the Emperor, I definitely feel like this person has a lot of respect for you, pile 3. They definitely see you as somebody who does not suffer fools. And I think that they see you as having very strong boundaries as well. The energy, I'm not going to lie, it feels a little stern. But it's I think that they have an understanding, or maybe they don't, but it's I think that you guys probably came across this way to this person or laid down these boundaries or were really direct with them in communication, probably because maybe some of their behavior was a little shifty. So the reason I paused is because I was really being drawn to the snake wrapped around her neck here with the Queen of Swords. And snakes are they symbolize a lot of things. Rebirth, they symbolize growth and shedding, transforming skin, things like that. But they can also be very sneaky. They're known to be sneaky. They sneak up on you. They're also cold-blooded. So when I think of a cold-blooded animal, they have to be there has to be a source of warmth for them to survive. You understand? And I feel maybe this person in the past, maybe you felt like they were unhealthily latching onto you as a source of warmth or as a source of support or inspiration. And while you were able to do that for a time, I think that you guys maybe came to the conclusion or told this person no, these are the boundaries. This is what I'm willing to do. And so they have a lot of respect for you because of that. And they also, I think, might be a little intimidated because this person with all these pages is coming across as being very immature. Like, I don't think that this person is really like emotionally on your level. At least not, they're not showing this way in this reading just yet. So Page of Wands reversed, the Fool reversed. I think that right now, kind of going back to this energy of the mask in the fifth dimension, like, I think this person is just feeling like a lack of confidence in themselves to really like take this leap forward with you. I think that they're even nervous about communicating with you. I think they're fearful of rejection. And again, I also think this person is trying, maybe they're making this conscious effort to not be so impulsive because of the certain boundaries or parameters that you guys have laid down in the past. And, you know, the Fool card being reversed is kind of like this hesitancy to really dive into something head first and really take that new leap of faith toward a new beginning. I think this person feels safer right now, kind of just being curious about you, like being lightly curious and taking things really, really slow. You know, so with the Page of Coins, this really talks about studying something, studying someone. I could see this person like watching your social media or like kind of sliding in your DMs sometimes and showing interest in something you've posted. Like, but it's a very slow moving, very immature energy. It's like just when someone's asking you a lot of questions because they're genuinely interested. But they're still in this like very immature energy. And with this Knight of Coins reversed, I don't know that I see them. I don't think that they're feeling like they're able to take real actual effort right now. They really are feeling like they want to take things very, very slowly here. But I think it comes from a place of respect. I think it's coming from a place of wanting to like make sure they respect your boundaries. But it's also kind of like this other dynamic going on with them where they kind of have a lack of confidence in themselves. So it's like twofold going on here. I think that whatever you guys said to them or whatever boundaries you laid across to them, I think that it kind of knocked the wind out of their sails or made their fire go out a little bit. They still have excitement about you, but it's definitely made them feel a bit more hesitant about like how to actually act on this connection. So let's go ahead. We're going to pull some message cards next, and we're going to see like what they would actually say to you if they were being honest and truthful from their heart. So for pile 3, what would their person say to them if they were being honest and truthful? Judgments. I care too much about what others think right now. That's interesting. And honestly, you guys, it makes a lot of sense with all of this immature energy that's here. Like, you know, when people are really confident in themselves and they're confident about their own stuff that they're doing, they don't care as much about what other people think. So they're going through something there. We have memories. I've never forgotten you, even though you think I have. So this person, like, I think they really think very fondly of you. I think they look back on, you know, your relationship and they feel really good about it. Let's see. We have karma. I'm finally feeling the consequences of my actions. Yeah. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the influence card. You've affected my life significantly. Yeah. I think that you guys probably like did a lot for this person, maybe more than they were able to give to you. And, you know, if they were in that immature energy, then maybe they took it for granted and they're now realizing like there's consequences to those actions, you know, especially if you guys were really like sharp with them and you told them what it was. Like, you don't get to just act however you want with me, you know what I mean? So let's get a couple of these cards here and just get some guidance, advice, and then we'll pull you guys some time frames. So for pile 3, what else should my viewers of pile 3 know about this relationship at this time? So we have communicate clearly, which I feel like you guys already are doing. Okay, let's get another one. We have romance. Okay. So one thing that I want to say to you guys is the Queen of Swords, while she is a really great communicator, very direct, not afraid to speak her mind and speak her truth, I think the other thing that you guys want to keep in mind with this person is that energy is reading very sharp, okay? So this person, I don't think that they're going to feel confident to open up to you guys more unless you're able to kind of soften a little bit. This is just the way I'm reading it. You guys do whatever feels right for you with your boundaries, but this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm seeing. I think that there is a desire for romance with you. I think this person has a lot of interest in pursuing something with you. But there's, I think, a need to balance the clear and direct communication with having more fun and romance and having more of those heartfelt conversations. I almost think that if you guys are wanting to, this is saying the next time you talk to this person, communicate from the heart. It's great that you guys can communicate your boundaries, but tell them how you actually feel. And maybe don't be afraid to be vulnerable, because, being vulnerable and just speaking the truth of how you really feel from your emotions, that can actually help you to bring closeness with someone, even though it can be scary to do. So let's go ahead and see for you guys, what are some time frames of significance here for pile 3 with regard to this connection as the energy stands now? What do they need to know? I also think for some of you, this is saying communicate clearly with all romantic partners, even not this person, even other partners. All right, so we have the time frame of May coming in. Let's get another one. And then we have August. Okay, bottom deck, we have March. So for some of you guys, a significant time frame for this connection would be the month of May. For others, the month of August is coming through. One could resonate, both could resonate, or neither. It just kind of depends on the situation. But this doesn't necessarily mean that this person is coming back during this time. It's more just I kept it really vague for a reason, because everybody's situation is going to be different with their person. So just look to those months as months of significance for the relationship. So we're going to go ahead and close it out there for you, group 3, but thank you guys so much for taking the time to view today's reading. I hope it helped you out. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and I'll see you all in another reading soon. Bye.